Here's Luis Cruz. He has flied out and struck out. Manny Machado, foul territory, long throw. Oh, mercy! Got to see that one for a few years. What a play by Machado into foul territory, and then with that cannon for an arm.
2-2 the count. And Votto lifts it in the air, center field. Gomez at the wall. Gomez leaps, and he makes the catch! A game saver! Carlos Gomez! Unbelievable catch! And the Brewers win!
Now here's Moore's pitch. And Jeter hits a long drive to right center field. That ball is high, it is far, it is gone! Is that amazing that a man could capture a moment like that on the first pitch? Derek Jeter homers into the right center field bleachers. El Capitan! He has come home, and boy are we happy.
Uribe back in and waiting, the crowd chanting. Carpenter out of a stretch, and the 2-2 pitch. Uribe hits a high fly ball into deep left field, way down the line and gone. And the Dodgers lead 4-3 on a 2-run home run by Juan Uribe.
Here's the 1-0 pitch.
Here's that curve.
Swing and a drive, way back into right field. Oh my goodness, this one has gone a long way.
Hit the catwalk.
It hit the catwalk, and that's going to be a home run for Prince Fielder as it bounces back onto the field.
Downtown Chicago on a great afternoon for baseball. It'll be the Indians and the White Sox coming your way next. Time for baseball now on the show as we give you a look inside U.S. Cellular Field in Chicago. Tonight, the second of 4 between the Indians and the Chicago White Sox. Hi again, everybody. Matt Vasgersian here with you for this AL Central Division matchup. Alongside me are Eric Karros and Steve Lyons. And Steve, let's take a moment to look at our 2 starters here tonight.
Yeah, and you've got a couple of guys here that aren't afraid to challenge you at the plate. They're not afraid to let you put the ball in play and let their fielders make the plays behind them. That should make for a pretty good matchup.
Guys will have much more to talk about as the night progresses, but first, let's have a look at the starting lineup for the visiting Cleveland Indians, as their order will read like this. They'll match up against one of the toughest around, the all-star lefty Chris Sale. Behind him, the White Sox defensively will line up like this. Michael Bourne makes his way to the plate now as we're just about set for baseball this evening. And the first pitch of the ball game here is taken for a called strike 1. Bourne in year 2 now of his 4-year deal. Year 1 found him finishing at .263, 6 homers and 50 driven in.
And also 23 steals, which was down from his high of 61 back in 2011. I don't think that's a huge deal, but I do think the Indians would like to see him get on base a little more often this year.
Eaton is there, and Bourne flies out to start the ball game.
Yeah, an easy fly ball there to start the ball game. One of the big keys for him in this one is going to be keeping that leadoff man off base. He's off to a good start here.
So one away here with the bases empty. And standing in is the shortstop, Mike Aviles. And this is up and in, ball one. And we are a long way from summer tonight, and even 40 degrees at first pitch. Now a swing and another fly ball here as things are getting busy out there in Central. Eaton is there now, and he has it, 2 gone.
Back-to-back flyouts here to start the ball game, and you know, if we're in San Diego right now, that might be okay, but in this place, that's not a trend that you're going to want to continue for very long.
Carlos Santana will have his first opportunity now as it comes with the bases empty here in the top of the first. Now here's the first pitch. And a first pitch slider is right there for strike one. Santana trying to make the move to third base here in 2014. The Indians liking what they've seen behind the plate in Yan Gomes, yet still wanting to find ways to get all their big bats into the lineup. So Santana gets the start here at the hot corner. And here's a ball hit in the air. And Beckham will tuck this one away, and the inning is over. So a relatively routine start for the top of the first here. Indians nothing, White Sox coming to bat. It's Major League Baseball on the show. Now the starting lineup for the White Sox looks like this. And there you get a look at the starting pitcher whose job it'll be to keep these guys in check. His number is right there on the right side of your screen. Defensively, the Indians will line up this way. Alejandro De Aza will step in now to lead things off in the home half of the first.
And leading off for the White Sox, the fielder, Alejandro De Aza.
And he hits the bottom of the strike zone here with the sinker. Strike one. De Aza, sneaky power from the top of the lineup. 17 home runs a year ago.
Yeah, easily a career high. And this is a guy that only goes about $190. But he's proven that he can be more than just a slash hitter or a guy that beats out ground balls.
And this is going to stay fair as it hooks inside the right field foul pole for a home run. So it's a solo home run to lead off the bottom of the first. As the White Sox are on the board first, it's 1-0.
Well, how do you hit a sinker baller? You gotta wait for him to give you something up in the zone, because when that pitch is down around your knees, it's too hard to elevate. But when it flattens out and gets up, that's when you could do your damage.
Adam Eaton will stand in for the first time now, currently 7th in the American League in hitting. In there at the letters 0-1.
That's one of those fastballs that just never feels like it's going to be a strike. It's up at the letters, and that's a tough one to do anything with.
That's in there as well. It's a quick 0-2 count.
And I know it's your first at-bat of the ball game, and you want to work the count a little, but those were two pretty good pitches to have a rip at.
And this is hit sharply on the ground toward the hole. It's flagged down deep in the hole. And a great athletic play to get him. Man, wow. Paul Konerko will dig in with 1 in and 1 away. And this is fouled back and out of play. Lays off the sinker here, a ball and a strike. One out, nobody on. Looked like he was on that one, but it's 1-2.
And that's exactly where you want to put that thing. Start it right down the middle and trust that its action will cause it to drop.
On a good pitch there, gets Konerko swinging for out number 2.
Well, he's made 5 or 6 quality pitches in this inning, but he just made the one bad one. And you can bet that's the one he's going to remember when he gets back to the dugout. Good job here, though, because he bounced back to retire the next 2 guys that he faced.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and in steps Adam Dunn. And the 34-year-old veteran looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. There was some talk near the end of the year last season that might be all for Dunn, but at 34, he's back for a 14th big league season.
Yeah, he's not walking away from that big money. No way. I think a lot of it had to do with how poorly the White Sox played last year. Remember, they were one of the favorites to win the division, and then things went south. They trade away guys like Peavy and Rios, and all of a sudden you're on a losing team in rebuilding mode, and you're not having a lot of fun at the ballpark.
And this will be fouled away. And Dunn able to hold off on that one. Smart move there as it's 1-2. And with a big pitch here, he'll step off and rethink things. And a fastball swung on and missed, and the side is retired. So the White Sox hit the board first on the solo home run. Second inning coming up, and Chicago's off to the early 1-0 lead. Brandon Moss will stride in now. His solo home run accounted for their only score in the ballgame a night ago.
Brandon Moss.
Here's a ball swung on and lofted in the air out toward right center. Garcia is there, and he's got it, and it's a first pitch out to begin the second. Nick Swisher will stand in, and he wasn't alone in wearing the collar in last night's ball game, in which the team could muster all of 1 run. That hits the outside corner. It's strike 1.
Yeah, showing no fear there. He put the pitch right at the letters away, but that guy didn't want any part of it.
You guys wear black.
Sale's pitch is hit on the ground out to Ramirez. It's short. Throw to first is in time to take care of Swisher, and there are 2 away now. Yan Gomes will stand in here, looking to keep the inning alive with 2 gone now in the top of the second. And he'll take strike 1 on the fastball, registering at 93 that time.
Real good lateral movement on that 2-seam fastball. That pitch is money for him when it's moving like that. So just keep on throwing it.
Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
And I'll tell you, being in a 2-strike hole is not the spot you want to be in against a guy like this.
White Sox are out to an early 1-0 lead as we play the second. And an off-speed pitch swung on and missed, and with that, the side is retired. Indians go down 1-2-3. They trail this one 1-0. Avisail Garcia will stand in here, and like so many others, hitless in the shutout last night. First pitch sinker misses in on the hands that time. It's a ball and no strikes. In there, 1-1.
1-1. Come on, White Sox.
Good action on the sinker, 1-2. Now a ball hit sharply toward third, and this is going to be a fair ball as it'll head to the corner.
Oh, that's just a nice play out there in the corner. You know, with most guys, this is a sure double, but he might even have hit this ball a little too hard because they can get it back into the infield quickly, and that's going to hold him to just a single.
Connor Gillespie will get his first shot here. Couple of hits in 4 trips last night. Here's the first pitch to him. Runners on the move for second. And just lucky to make contact on that one as it's chopped foul. Prior to the 0-1, here's a look to first. Smart to keep an eye on. On the move again from first. And this one's hit on the ground, but foul. Ball swung on and hit high down the line in left, but it'll get back in among the crowd, so the count holds at 0-2. The next 0-2. Now a ground ball towards the hole. A diving effort here as he gets a glove on it. But they will not get an out on the play as he beats the throw to first, and there are 2 on to start the inning now.
Batting 7, the shortstop, Alexi Ramirez.
Alexi Ramirez will stand in for the first time here. And he catches the inside corner for a called strike. 0-1.
Now with 2 on, nobody out, you got to be thinking strikeout double play out there on the mound. One or the other is what you really need.
Close to the bag at second there. Now the pitch. And he gets a piece of it here, but it's chopped foul. And he gets a piece here as this ball is fouled away. Hard hit towards center. Warren is right there, 1 down. And the runner, not tagging, will retreat to second base.
And when you start to judge a center fielder's strengths, I think top of the list is positioning. Being able to study players and know where balls are going to be hit has a lot to do with being a great outfielder. And I think that it paid off for him right there.
Gordon Beckham will dig in now. And as you can see, he's well over 300 here to start this new campaign. Right down Broadway that time. Strike 1.
Oh, and you wonder if maybe he decided beforehand just to take a pitch up there first. Too bad for him because that thing was right down Broadway.
Checks his swing, but this will be strike 2 call.
Whether you like it or not, now that you've seen what the strike zone's going to be like, you're going to have to make an adjustment.
Hit it like Beckham!
Ooh, tough to lay off there, but it's called a ball. 1-2.
And even on 1 and 2 now, you've got to expand the strike zone a little up there. You can't go down looking here. You've got to put this ball in play.
Now he gets the ground ball to first. This might be 2. Aviles for 1. And the relay won't nearly be in time as he's there easily.
Boy, and this would have been a really costly double play, but fortunately he's hustling all the way down the line, and he's able to beat that throw on the back end.
Tyler Flowers will stand in. He's got that average pushing up near 300 to start the new season. Sinkers in there, no balls and a strike.
Let's go, Sox!
Oh, another sinker here, and he's got it working for him now. 0-2.
And he's really going to have to fight now. You got to take a little bit out of your swing and find a way to put this ball in play.
On the ground towards second. Throw on to first, and the White Sox come up with nothing as the inning is over. White Sox strand a couple. We play 2 innings. It's 1-0. David Murphy will stand in now to lead things off. 7, 8, and 9 here to start the 3rd inning.
And maybe one of these guys can break this string of 6 straight retired to start the ball game.
And this ball's hit sharply toward the first base coaching box. It's a foul ball. Chases one up the ladder as this is hit in the air to left field. 1 away here to begin the 3rd.
Well, you know, he had the right idea up there, so at least you know he's thinking. He tried to go the other way with this ball, but he got under it just a little bit, and it's an easy play out there in left field.
Ryan Rayburn will take his cuts now. First pitch coming. Oh, and a hearty cut there to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1.
I tell you, he's got a good pace, a good tempo to him out there right now.
And he gets him to swing through that one. He's in control. 0-2. A great pitch there as he couldn't get extended on that one, and he's down on strikes for the 2nd out.
You want to talk about throwing a fastball in a guy's kitchen? He came in, sat down, had a cup of coffee with him. You aren't going to tie a guy up any better than that.
Jose Ramirez will stand in now with 2 away, trying to avoid another 1-2-3 inning.
Now, this has been total domination these past few innings. They haven't been able to mount any kind of threat whatsoever.
Now a swing and a miss as they start him out on a pitch well inside for strike 1.
And you know, when you've got a guy out there that's mowing you down, you got to start taking some pitches. I mean, he's tough enough as it is, but he's even tougher when you're helping him out.
And this is swung on and lifted down the left field line, but it'll get back into the crowd as he jumps ahead of him now. 0-2. And an off-speed pitch swung on and missed, and with that, the side is retired. Down in order go the Tribe. It remains 1-0. Alejandro De Aza will stand in to try to duplicate his first at-bat where he homered to open the inning.
Alejandro De Aza.
And the first pitch here is below the knees, but he gets him to chase it, and it's 0-1. Off the plate and in, hits a ball and a strike.
Yeah, going right back to the sinker right there, and why not? See if he's going to chase it again.
Let's go, White Sox.
Now a swing and a hard hit ball to short. And they are not going to get him at first. He's aboard easily.
And the key to this is that he's running hard out of the batter's box all the way. You know, with some guys, it's not always the case, but he is really busting it down the line, and he's going to get rewarded with the infield hit.
Adam Eaton will stand in now, and he'll likely have a look down to third to see if anything's up here with nobody out. On a big swing as he takes this one to the opposite field. High and deep to left center. Murphy is going to have room, however, as he makes the catch in deep left center field for the first out.
Whoa, and as a pitcher, you'll hold your breath anytime a ball's hitting the air at this place. But luckily, he got under this ball a little bit too much, and that runner has to retreat back to first base.
Paul Konerko will stride in again. He struck out swinging his first time. The first pitch to him here is hit on the ground to the left side as he doesn't waste any time. That's into left for a base hit. And the throw will come back in quickly, so it's first and second now with only one away.
A little bad luck there defensively. If that's hit at an infielder, it's a double play. But instead, now you're in hot water here with one away.
Adam Dunn will try it again. Set down on strikes his first time. Dunn with that open stance, and here's the pitch. Swung on and missed for the first strike.
A lot of these guys have come into these at-bats trying to be the aggressor, trying to make something happen. But what has happened is that they've swung and missed themselves into some early holes.
Big swing by Dunn, but he's behind in the count now, 0-2.
Now you got to beware of that sinker. I mean, he'd take a strikeout right now, but I think he still just wants this guy to hit the ball on the ground.
Swing and a ball hit softly on the ground. He'll throw back to second to get the out, and that's going to be all they get. Boy, a risky play there, but it pays off.
And you know, this is always one of the tougher double plays to turn. Now, I'm not sure if he might have double clutched just a little bit there on the mound, waiting for the guy to cover. So they do get the force play at second, but it develops just a little too slowly to wind up getting them both.
Avisail Garcia will stand in with 2 on and 2 out here in the third. First pitch here misses wide, 1-0. And here's a ball hit in the air. Ramirez is there, and he puts this one away for the third out. So a great job there of working out a potential trouble. White Sox strand a couple, but they lead it 1-0. Michael Bourne will stand in to begin their half of the fourth, with his guys still looking for their first hit of the ballgame.
And still looking for their first base runner, too. 9 up, 9 down.
And a fastball's in there for strike one.
Well, that one's at 94, so the velocity's good right now.
Now a swing and a softly hit ground ball. And a close play at first, but a great stretch that time as they get him by a step for out number one.
Well, that's just good pitching right there. Really ties him up with that fastball in on the hands. And he hits just a simple ground ball there for the easy out.
Mike Aviles try it again. He flew out his first time. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike one. And this is hit in the air over toward the left field line. And that gets down and ought to be good for extra bases. He'll get it into second, and he is safe at second base as he legs out a double. And now they've got him caught in a rundown. The tag, and they got him as he couldn't get back to second.
Yeah, not a real heady base running move right there. He's got thoughts of going to third, and then he thinks better of it, and by then, he's a dead duck out there trying to make it back to second.
Carlos Santana will come in now with two away, and I've got to say, it may be about time to start taking a pitch or two.
Man, I mean, he is just running right through these guys. They've been getting themselves out left and right. He's hardly even broken a sweat out there.
First pitch to him. Oh, now this is hit hard to the right side, but caught out there at second base. Needed just a little more height on that one, but instead the inning is over. Connor Gillespie will lead things off here in the home half of the fourth.
Third baseman, Connor Gillespie.
Just does manage to get a piece there as this is bounced foul. And he gets a piece of this one to foul it toward the backstop. Now a swing, and he just fouls this one away. Swing and a ball hit softly on the ground, but this will be a foul ball, and it's still 0-2. And a good sinker there gets him swinging for the first out. Our next telecast, well, these two teams turn it around and get right back at it tomorrow afternoon. To see the scheduled pitching matchup there, we'll have it for you in HD on the show. Alexi Ramirez will stand in. A line-out victim his first time. First pitch on the way. First pitch here is hit off to the right side and fouled. It's strike one. Now here's a ball sent out to right center field, and that's going to get down for him, a base hit.
Pretty good swing there. You'll watch. Head stays down, ball gets deep in the zone, and he lets those hands lead the way, and he drives it to right field. That's as good an approach as you're going to see.
Gordon Beckham will stand in. He reached on a fielder's choice his first time. And he misses inside with that one, ball one.
He's already up to 51 pitches now, and he's only lasted 3 1/3 so far.
Right, 1-0. Good cut fastball in there, 1-1. Goes down and gets it as this is bounced to short. There's one. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. Good guys held in check here, but they hold a 1-0 lead. Brandon Moss will make his way towards the box to lead off the fifth.
The designated hitter, Brandon Moss.
Here comes the pitch to Moss. And he throws the fastball by him here, 0-1. The pitch count there, 1 pitch into his 5th inning of work. Not much of a concern, I wouldn't imagine.
Yeah, it shouldn't be. He hasn't had any real overtaxed innings, so he should be fine for the time being.
Swing and a miss on the slider, and he's quickly behind 0-2.
And even when he's just laying pitches in there, they still swing right through him.
And he reaches for one out of the zone and misses rather badly for the first out. An early look at the line score here tonight as we play the top of the 5th. And boy, just one lone hit for the visitors this evening as they've been taken to task by this starter. Nick Swisher will stand in. He grounded out his first time. And he goes the other way with a fastball as this is hit in the air toward the gap in right center. And this is handled easily, so quickly 2 are gone here to start the 5th.
Now batting, catcher, Yan Gomes.
Yan Gomes will stride in again. He struck out swinging his first time. And, looked inside, but that's ruled as strike, 0-1.
And after that call, you know he's got to be turning around to say something like, hey, you know what? This guy doesn't need any help.
And here's a ball lifted high into foul ground down the right field line. Garcia is under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. Indians go down 1-2-3. They're on the short end of a 1-0 score. Tyler Flowers will step in now to lead off the inning as his guys look to maybe break the rut they've been stuck in.
Yeah, and after that first inning, it's been all zeros since. And once he kind of got settled into that groove, he's been a difficult nut to crack.
Here's the first offering. And they'll start things out with a changeup here, but this is a bit too tight. It's ball 1. Swing and a ball hit hard to third. What a stop! Throw not nearly in time, so despite the great effort, that'll go into the books as an infield single.
Those are some quick feet down there at third base, and soft hands, too, as you see him reach out to snare that one. But by the time he gets to his feet, he's got to hurry the throw over there, and it winds up being just a little too late.
Alejandro De Aza will try it again. He homered back in the first inning of this one. A little tardy there. No balls and a strike. Grounded foul toward the coaching box at third. And a good sinker there gets him swinging for the first out.
Oh, and that's a sweet pitch right there. You know, on the mound, there's very few things that can happen negatively with this location. I mean, you're either going to swing and miss, you foul it off, or you hit it into the ground where it becomes a double play. But I'm sure on the mound, you'll take the strikeout.
Adam Eaton will stand in for the 3rd time now. Still without a hit, so that streak could be in a bit of jeopardy.
And I think that's in the back of his mind, but it's not something he's really focused on. He just wants to get up there and put a good swing on the ball.
Runners going. Line hard, but foul. 1 run, 7 hits, and no errors so far for the White Sox. He'll try it again from first. Pitch swung on and missed. The throw. Ball's there, and he is out trying to take second. Good throw.
And that pitch is way down in the zone, too. Usually a good location to run on. But he does a great job of getting rid of it quickly behind the plate, and he puts the throw right on the money.
Go White Sox.
Make him earn it.
Here we go.
Now a big swing as this is popped up, and I mean way up there toward the right side of the infield. And Swisher will make the catch, and the side is retired. Nothing doing here for the White Sox, but they're up 1-0. David Murphy will come in now to start things out here in their half of the 6th as they look for a reversal of fortunes here. The first 5 innings have not been particularly kind to them.
And I think that's putting it mildly. Just 1 hit in these first 5 innings. They're going to need to do a better job of finding good pitches to hit. But that fella on the mound has not made it easy on him, and that's for sure.
And he'll power in a fastball that time at 94 for strike 1. And this ball will be chopped foul. And a good spot for that pitch is it's chopped foul. Here's another 0-2. Out in front of the fastball, but this is skied into straightaway right. And the 6th inning opens with a flyout, 1 away.
With the 0-2 count, he was really forced to protect the plate, and you can see this ball's not even in the strike zone, but he chases after it anyway, and he lifts this for an easy fly ball.
Ryan Rayburn will try it again, set down on strikes his first time. Fouled straight back. And he'll just fight this one off as it's chopped foul. Fouled back. Swinging a hard liner to center field. And he'll get over to... Oh, it kicks off his glove. How did he do that?
Boy, I'm not really sure what happened right there. I wonder if he might have lost that ball in the lights, but that seems like a ball that he should have caught.
Jose Ramirez will stride in again. He struck out swinging his first time. Now here's a swing and a ball hit well out there toward right center. Lays himself out and makes a spectacular catch.
Oh, this is just a very tough play here in the outfield. A lot of times you're going to see the ground jar the ball loose, but he looks this one in all the way, lays out and winds up hanging on to the ball.
Michael Bourne will stand in, and he, like so many others, hitless in the ballgame so far. In there, strike one.
And I wish more guys would pitch like this. I mean, look at that pitch count right there. That is really low for this stage of the game, and it's because he's throwing strikes and challenging guys.
No runs, just one hit. No errors to this point for the Indians. And this is fought off at the plate as it's chopped foul. Now a hard liner, but this will be a foul ball. Now a ball hit hard toward first, and this is past Konerko at first, a fair ball.
And this is a situation now on the mound where you can't worry about how you got into it. You got to worry about how you're going to get out of it. And he's got some work to do now to protect this lead.
Mike Aviles will step in now and see what he can do with 2 on and 2 out here in the 6th. And here's the first pitch. First pitch is a slider called for a strike. So now, after very few problems the first few innings, he's got himself into quite a pickle here.
And it's no surprise, it's the top of this lineup that's giving him fits.
Now a swing and a bouncing ball toward the hole. Throw to first, not in time as the run is across to score.
Well, that's one way to get yourself on the scoreboard for the first time. They always say, get that runner home any way you can. And, well, this counts. It'll be scored an infield single and an RBI.
Carlos Santana will take another shot here. He's flied out and lined out in 2 trips. Hit on the ground towards first. Over to the bag now is Konerko as he takes care of it himself for the 3rd out. 2 hits in the inning lead to a run for Cleveland. Heart of the order, 3, 4, and 5 coming up, all tied at 1 and 1. Paul Konerko will stand in. A strikeout victim his first time and then a base hit last time around. And here's a first pitch curveball that bounces on him there. It's ball 1.
And if he can get himself into a fastball count, don't be surprised if he has a big cut at something. Maybe try and break this tie ball game.
Aviles with it at short. And Aviles will throw on to first, and there's one gone.
Yeah, another good start to an inning for him here. He's really only made one bad pitch the entire game. That was the solo home run. Other than that, you can see there, not much to speak of at all.
Adam Dunn will stand in. He grounded into a fielder's choices last time. Starts him with a breaking ball this time. Misses down and in for a ball. 1-0.
And even though he's pitching well, this is a part of the order that he's really got to worry about. They can turn a good outing into a bad one pretty darn quickly.
That missed. Close. It's ball 2. Not the first time he's felt the squeeze tonight.
Yeah, he's looking and saying, what do I got to do to get a strike?
Now he spins on a fastball here and drives one to deep right field. And that'll get down for what should be extra bases. Around second, he'll try for third. Throw is high and it's over his head. Luckily the pitcher is there to back up, however, so there will be no advance. Avisail Garcia will dig in now. A single and a fly out for him in 2 trips thus far. And likely nothing up at third, but he'll step off and look him back anyway. Now about a 58-foot breaking pitch that he wisely lays off here. Any thought to bringing the infield in here with one away?
Still a little early in my book. A run you can live with. What you don't want to do is let this snowball into a big inning.
Now a swing and a ground ball headed for Aviles at shortstop. Throw to first is in time, but meanwhile the runner is in to score.
And here's just a case of a guy at the plate doing the little things to help his team win. And he gives his guys the lead here following the RBI groundout.
Connor Gillespie will try and start over now with the bases empty and 2 away following the RBI groundout. Lays off 1-0.
Even though he's given up his share of hits so far, he still hasn't walked anybody, so at least he's got that going for him.
And this is line foul over the White Sox dugout. Just got a piece of it as it's fouled back. Line fouled off to the left and a few rows back. Now a swing and a ball popped in the air back behind short. And Aviles will make the catch and the side is retired. So it's 1 run, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left. We're through 6 full. White Sox on top, 2-1. Back here on the south side of Chicago, White Sox on top in this one, but before we get out to the 7th, let's take a look at our game summary through the first 6. Brandon Moss will come forward now to begin the 7th inning in what's been a very briskly played ball game here tonight.
That's what happens when you get 2 starters that are on top of their game. It's been great pitching, great defense, not a lot of base runners, and very even game through 6 innings.
Some action now in the White Sox bullpen. They'll stand up a lefty and a right-hander to throw. And he just gets a piece there as this is chopped foul. Got him out on his front foot. It's 0-2.
Boy, I'll tell you, to be down 0-2 against a guy like this with the stuff he's got tonight, not a comfortable spot to be in.
Swing and a ball lined hard towards short. And that's going to be a base hit. So the possible tying run is aboard here to start the 7th.
You think he was looking for a fastball there? I think he was. That's about as hard a hit ball as you're going to see, and he was right on that one.
Here comes Robin Ventura now out of the White Sox dugout. And he's going to make a change as that'll be all for his starter, Chris Sale. So as he leaves with the bases empty, he stands to be the winning pitcher here tonight if the bullpen can hold up the 1-run lead. Donnie Veal will get the assignment on the mound here as he'll enter with the runner at first and nobody out. Nick Swisher will be the first to stand in against the new pitcher, as he'll do so with the runner at first and nobody out. There's a first pitch curveball trying to come back to the outside corner. Didn't get it that time. It's ball one. A look here at the hits per side here in the late going. Fastball got him to swing through it. It's 1-1.
He might have thought he'd be getting another dose of that curveball because he was way behind that one.
1-1 pitch on the way. Oh, sitting on that curveball as this is powered into left field for a base hit.
Well, even when you keep him in the ballpark, he can be trouble.
Now batting.
Here he's right on this pitch, and he smokes it into left field for a solid single.
Yan Gomes will stand in now. He's struck out and flied out, 0 for 2 thus far. Now a late square, and this is popped up. This gets foul. It's 0-1. Now he'll try to bunt his way on base here, but this will roll foul. Swinging a tapper out in front. The second for 1, but no real shot at 2 as he's safe easily at first.
Well, they get the force here at second, but that's going to be it. And that means that the tying run got just a little bit closer now as he's all the way up to third.
David Murphy will stand in again. He's flown out in each of his first 2 plate appearances thus far. Pulls the string on that one. 1 strike.
And this is where the Indians just need 1 hit.
On the ground to short. Could this be 2? On to first, and he gets out of the jam. A double play as they hold on to their lead, and the inning is over. Your basic 6-4-3 will get him out of danger. The show is back on the south side after this. Alexi Ramirez will lead things off here for the White Sox with Gordon Beckham to follow.
Alexi Ramirez.
Breaking ball for a strike. 0-1. For that man right there, you need look back only to his last start to see a performance like the one he's shown here so far.
And well on his way to another great outing. And that's what you get when you mix your speeds and throw a lot of strikes.
That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. Ran that one in on him a bit, as this time it's tapped foul at home plate. I had him guessing that time as he's barely able to foul it away. They really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out.
Now, getting that first out is always critical in a 1-run ball game, and they could certainly use a quick 7th inning here.
Gordon Beckham will stand in 0 for 2 in the ball game so far. First offering on the way. And the first pitch here is pulled on the ground to third. Throw to first takes care of Beckham for the second out of the inning. Tyler Flowers will dig in, 1 for 2. He grounded out the first time and followed that with a base hit in his second plate appearance. And he gets ahead 0-1.
You know, maybe the most impressive thing about his performance so far, he's doing it all in a hitter's ballpark. Now, it's hard to come in here and pitch like this, but he's done a heck of a job.
Hit hard, but foul. We're in the 7th inning now of a pitcher's duel. 2-1 our score. 0-2 pitch is a sinker that misses, but he's still in command, 1-2.
And now, as a hitter, 1-2, you've got to be thinking right center field. But take a little swing out and try to drive something the other way.
And 2-2.
And the hope was that he would have chased one of those pitches, but now on 2-2, I don't think you fool around anymore.
Two pitch is hit in the air out to left. And that will conclude matters here in the 7th. 1-2-3 go the White Sox. They still lead it 2-1. Nate Jones will be summoned from the bullpen now as he'll take over to start inning number 8. Ryan Rayburn will get us going now in the top half of the 8th.
Right fielder, Ryan Rayburn.
And he had to be looking for something else to start the at-bat. It's 0-1.
And if you're going to go after that pitch, you got to be thinking right field. I think he just pulled off of that one a little.
To right field. Therefore, it is Garcia, and he's got it for the first out. An AL Central battle here in Chicago. The White Sox leading the Tribe in the 8th at U.S. Cellular as you get a look at our line score through the first 7 and change. Jose Ramirez will stand in, 0 for 2 thus far. And he swings through a fastball and doesn't catch up with it. It's 0-1.
You want to talk about a live arm? Well, this guy's got one all right.
Now a slider that swung on and hit in the air out toward left. Piazza is in his tracks now as he makes the catch for out number 2.
Sometimes when you're facing the bottom third of an order, hey, just run it up there. Let him hit it. This is now back-to-back flyouts, and he hasn't had to work all that hard to get him.
Michael Bourne will stride in. He singled in his last plate appearance. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1.
Corner paint right there, 97 miles an hour. What are you going to do with that?
Goes the other way as this is down the line at third, but that'll get foul. It's 0-2 now. Driven down the left field line. Will it stay fair? It will, just to the right of the chalk, a fair ball. Not in time, and he's in there with a double.
Well, this ball is rifled down that left field line. It wasn't fair by much. You'll see it just to the right of the chalk, and he's going to hustle himself up to second with a hard-hit double.
Mike Aviles will get an opportunity here in a run-scoring spot now following the two-out double. Short lead from second, now the pitch. And here's a fastball called for strike one. For Bourne, he's at second with his second double of this young season. Our pitcher's duel continues here. 2-1 score as we play the eighth. Now a swing, and he pops it foul behind the plate. Flowers is there to make the catch, and they'll get out of this with the lead intact. Danger averted following the two-out double. We're back to Friday Night Baseball on the show after this. Alejandro De Aza will lead things off here in the bottom half of inning number 8.
Alejandro De Aza.
Nick Hagedorn is on out of the bullpen now as he'll take over to start the bottom of the 8th.
Nick Hagedorn.
Some stirring now in the Cleveland bullpen. They'll get both a left-hander and a right-hander up and throwing. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0.
Boy, I don't know that I'd want to be facing this guy right now. He looks pretty fired up out there.
Yeah, he looks like he could run that fastball through a brick wall.
Another fastball. This one he gets by him. It's 1-1.
Just overmatched him there.
Swing and a ball hit well to the right side, but this will get into the crowd. Open stance by De Aza. Here's the pitch. Got him on a good slider there. Swung on and missed as he's down on strikes for the second time tonight.
Yeah, in the 8th inning of a one-run game, it's always important to get that first out. Put that offense on their back heels.
Adam Eaton will try again. 0 for 3 thus far. Fastball too high to start him out here. 1-0. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
And that fastball his definitely catches your attention, I mean, especially when it's on the inner half.
Three and 0 now. Waiting next is Paul Konerko. And he gets this fastball over. Back to 3-1 now.
3 balls, 1 strike.
The pitch. And that is in there at the letters to run it full. 3-2.
Well, with this guy, a walk is definitely as good as a hit, so that's probably why he's taken 3-1.
And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first 2 men he faces out of the bullpen.
I'd say he's made a pretty good impression since coming on. 2 batters, 2 strikeouts to start the inning.
Paul Konerko will stride in, grounded out his last time through. Scott Atchison will come on here looking to get the final out in the home half of inning number 8.
Scott Atchison.
Some stirring now in the Cleveland bullpen. They'll get both a left-hander and a right-hander up and throwing. And he drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1.
Getting that first pitch strike is so important against a guy like this. You have to be able to work ahead in the count and not let him dictate the at-bat.
And there's a swing and a miss by Konerko. Just needs to make contact now, down 0-2.
That thing's knee-high on the outside third of the plate. Pretty understandable why he couldn't catch up with that one.
Swing and a ground ball towards the hole. He'll flip to the pitcher covering as that will retire the side. Down in order go the White Sox. They lead it 2-1.
Your attention, please. Now
So a
pitching for
save
the White
situation
Sox.
looming as they'll try and close this one out with the right-hander John Axford. Carlos Santana will have his work cut out for him, as will the rest of his mates in the ninth, as they stare down the handlebar mustache of John Axford. And we kick off the ninth inning with a swinging strike here, 0-1.
Yeah, he really pulled off of that one, and that's not the kind of swing we're accustomed to seeing from a guy like him.
Especially starting off an at-bat.
Here's a swing, and he saws him off here as this ball's popped into the air. And no one can get there. It's a foul ball. And this is in the dirt as it's swung on and missed, but this should be a pretty straightforward play to first. Throw on to first is in time to get him, so that'll go down as a strikeout and a 2-3 putout for out number 1.
Well, this is what you want out of your closer. Comes in firing darts, and it's a very quick out number 1.
Brandon Moss will dig in. He singled his last time around. Here comes the pitch to Moss. And this one's tapped foul at home plate. This is hit sharply to the left side. And that's in there. Base hit.
The first baseman, number 33, Nick Swisher.
Nick Swisher will step in with the tying run on first, so he's got to concentrate and work on getting on base here.
Hey, double him up!
Grounded foul. And that's swung on and fouled straight back. And he gets under a fastball here as this is lifted the other way to left center. De Aza will have plenty of room as he makes the catch, and there's a big out number 2. Yan Gomes will stand in. He grounded into a fielder's choices last time. Right on, but this is foul down toward the box at third. Up and in here as he had to bend out of danger. Can't imagine guys like that too much.
Yeah, not too much indeed. You start getting into the danger area when it's up and in that high.
Now a ball lined hard toward right center. And a diving effort, but the ball kicks off the right fielder's glove.
They continue to rack up the hits. That puts runners on first and second now. But, as we always say, it's what you do with all those base runners that's important. And so far, they haven't done a whole lot. Just take a look at our score.
David Murphy will step in now in a big spot here in a game as close as this one.
And a chance at redemption, too, because he hasn't done much through his first 3 plate appearances, but he can make up for all of that with a base hit right here.
Chased after that one, and it's 0-1.
Yeah, even with 2 on and 2 away, this is not a guy that's going to back down out there. He comes right after him with a fastball, and he gets ahead.
And just lucky to make contact on that one as it's chopped foul. A crowd in excess of 37,000 come to their feet. Pitch runs in a little here as this is softly hit out towards short. Throw in time, and the ball game is over.
Not exactly a lockdown 9th inning, but they wind up stranding the tying run at second and the go-ahead run at first to preserve the victory.
This one, definitely a low-scoring affair as we get one last look at our final line score. Well, you always hope to get a good outing from your starting pitcher, but this man went above and beyond in this one. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, not the longest outing he'll ever have. He only made it 6 full innings, but he definitely brought his good stuff to the ballpark, and he winds up helping his guys get out of here with a victory.
So that just about does it. For EK, Psycho, and the crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, get those smartphones and tablets out and head over to theshownation.com. The White Sox win it 2-1. Good night from Chicago.
Final line score tonight.